right, so I'm going to start by using my palette knife, and I'm taking my mint green and I'm just going all over my palette. And then I'm going to get my white. I don't think that one's open. Alright, so this is just a basic, everybody uses titanium white. So I'm using my white. And I'm going to kind of mix just a little bit of the white. You do not have to have any experience in painting to be able to do this. Everything is going to be self-explanatory, or I am going to explain everything to you in detail. So, what we have here, I hear my cat wanting to come in my office. This is what we do on a big Saturday night here in Montana. So, what I'm doing right now is, now the paint underneath is still wet, so this is going to be a little difficult because it's still wet. You know what? If you don't mind the noise, I'm going to dry it a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. So, I'm using acrylic paints. Any kind of paint you want to use will work. What I'm doing right now is I'm making a tree. So I'm just coming straight down with white paint. And one of the things that you will learn when you paint with acrylics is it dries really fast, which is a good thing. And that's why I like acrylics, and I have never painted with oils, and I don't plan on painting with oils. This paintbrush is not working for me, so I'm going back to my palette knife. Now, there we go. Because I like to work with paints that dry really fast. Because I'm a messy painter. I'm not a really particular painter. I like things to almost look unfinished in a way. And if you notice, like when you go to Kirkland's and all of those places, the paintings these days that you find, like the wall art that you find, they're very abstract. And I like to try to keep things more on the abstract side. But I want to still have some substance to it, if that makes sense. Like I still wanted to make a picture of something. I'm taking my palette knife. This might end up being more of a palette knife painting tonight. I'm taking my palette knife and I'm making some gray out of this white and black. Very little black and more white. So I'm making just like a gray, and I'm putting it on my knife. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this knife and I'm going to very lightly touch the side of my tree. And I'm kind of like making like a shadow, or like the shaded area of the tree a little bit. Okay. So, like I said, I've never painted this before, so I have no idea how this is going to come out. But I'm going to need more white. I'm going to make some branches off of the tree. I know my lighting is not the best. Let me see if I can get this in here. Might be a little better. Okay, so I'm going to make some branches. off of the tree. And just thinking in my head, like what would branches look like? Now you can absolutely, you can print out like a picture of something and start making your, I need more white paint, start making, you know, to have some type of visual. You can absolutely, this is where my birds are gonna go, so I'm gonna make this one bigger. I need some more white paint. There we go. Am I crooked on y'all's screen? Hey Jordan. Hey Keith. Am I crooked? Like, should I turn the phone another way? Because I feel like I'm crooked. Like y'all are looking at me from a side view. So all I'm doing is making some branches right now. These branches are going to have to come out a little bit more because I have to put some birds on this branch right here. Notice how much paint I have on my brush, y'all. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see that. I have a lot of paint on my brush because I like to paint thick with like thick paint. My sister came here a couple of weeks ago and we were painting together. She was trying to hold her paintbrush like a pencil. And I realized it right away. I was like, okay, you need to try to hold your paintbrush, you know, like further away. Notice how far away I'm holding my paintbrush. So that's just a little pointer for you if you were interested in knowing that. Hey, Jen. How are you doing, Jordan? That little boy of yours is keeping you busy, huh? He's so precious. Barrett, right? Isn't that his name? And if you're worried about being a slow painter, don't worry because I'm a slow painter, so I completely understand. I'm just making some branches. I'm going to come back and like shade them in with some grays and stuff in just a little bit. So this one didn't come out as pretty as I wanted. Notice how I'm holding my paintbrush. I'm holding it like really high up. I'm not trying to use it as a pencil. Okay, what do you think? You think that's pretty good? I'm going to go a little bit further with this branch up here. It's kind of like a broken branch is what I was trying to go for on this side. Okay, so I'm going to keep on using this paintbrush. I'm going to dip it in the black and the gray, or the black, and I'm going to make some more gray. So you can see. I hear you, sugar. I'm going to come let you in. Trying to make some gray. My cat's calling my name outside. Let me go let my cat in real quick because I hear her whining. Come on, sugar. He's a stinker. They're so cute. All right, so I'm going to go back over these branches here and add some shading to them as well with the gray. If you don't mind, do me a favor, and we're not allowed on Facebook. I'm learning a lot of things about all of this stuff. We're not allowed on Facebook to say the word share very often. So if you wouldn't mind distributing this content to some of your other peeps, to let them know. If you know that you have a creative friend that would like to do something like this, then please let them know, because I would love for them to come on and be a part of my Jen's Den Art Tribe. So, I need more white. More white. Just trying to make a little bit of have too much shading, so I'm kind of like covering it up a little bit with some white paint. My tree doesn't look like I want it to look. See, that's what I love about acrylics. You can just go back over and fix it. So I'm going to go back to, let me go back to my bigger brush, and I'm going to add some more white because I feel like my gray overtook my tree. Palette knife seems to be doing me some good here. Checking to see if you have any comments or questions about anything. So if you just come on, I am opening up what's called Jen's Den Art Tribe in the next couple of weeks. And basically what it's going to be is a paid monthly subscription for $24 a month, and you will get 3 painting tutorials, plus basically once a week new material will come out. There will be 3 painting tutorials, and the 4th week there will be either it'll be a live session where we'll do Q&A, but we'll also have a Mike and Jen session of art therapy, and we'll do a painting then. It'll be a quick painting, and we will also do some art therapy once a week, which is basically kind of like therapy but using art to do it. And I'm doing all of this because, first of all, I'm a retired teacher, and there's just something about painting that has really touched my life in a way that I never thought it would, and I want to share that experience, and I miss teaching. So I don't want to go back to teaching math in a high school setting like I did for almost 25 years, but I still want to teach. And this is a great opportunity for me to continue my teaching journey and share it with all of you. I've had so many people ask me how I do this and how I do that, and they love watching me paint, so I figured this would be a great opportunity to get people involved in the whole painting process and find a wonderful outlet for fun and enjoyment. See, like right now, I'm in my little paint studio by myself, and it's a great opportunity and a great experience just to have the opportunity to do something like this for yourself. So I'm hoping that y'all will come along and join my community, Jen's Den Art Tribe. Like I said, if you're interested, drop your email below and I will get you on the list to make sure that you are aware of when it opens. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to make some like little knots and stuff in the tree. And I think I hear my husband coming down right now. I'm just checking to see if I have any comments. Now my comments aren't working. Oops, I messed up my comments again. There we go. Oh, thanks, Paige. It looks very realistic. Well, I'm glad you said that because you would be so surprised at how easy it is to make things look realistic. I'm just trying to make some little knots on here. Trying to make it look like a real birch tree, I guess. Just adding a little bit of black underneath. Yeah, I start doing things, and I've listened to a few tutorials myself on painting, and what they tell me to do, I do it, and then I'm like, oh wow, the whole painting just took a totally different turn than what I was expecting it to. And you know, the shading and things like that really add a lot of depth to a painting. Okay, you know what else we're going to do in this painting that I just decided on? We're going to make a heart because you know Valentine's Day is coming up. So we're going to make a heart like somebody etched in the tree. And on mine, I am going to put I know I'm using my finger. I do that a lot. You'd be surprised at what fingers can do to a painting. There's somebody that I watched on Facebook. They actually do all of their art. It's in with their finger. And they're, oh my gosh, their pictures are gorgeous. But they do like really, really big pieces, like 6 feet by 6 feet pieces. And the pieces are gorgeous. Because if you're going to use your finger, you have to do large pieces because your finger is so wide. I'm just playing around right now because, like I said, I've never done this painting before. So I'm just kind of trying to do different things. All right, I'm going to put M for Michael. M and G. And I'm going to put our date of marriage, which was 12. 12. 13. All right. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and I'm going to come back and highlight it a little bit more and kind of fix it up. I'm not that happy with it right now. All right, something else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some little lovebirds right here. So this is a little tricky for me. I'm looking at a picture actually right now to see how to do this. So I'm gonna start. So they're kind of attached together. And there we go. And then their little tails coming down. I'm just gonna paint them in. Let me see if y'all have any comments. I love your style of painting. I also paint. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Kim. If you decide to paint any of these paintings that I have in the Facebook group, I would love for you to share your final product, because I love the fact that no matter what we start with, all of our paintings are going to look different. And that's the beauty of art. Even if we all look at the same picture, we're all going to have a different picture at the end when we paint it. So this is, I'm not doing that great of a job on these little birds, but we're just going to go with it. I'm trying to make the little, I think once I put the white in it, it'll look better. I'm trying to make their wings and stuff kind of stick out. His head looks like it's broken off of his body, so I'm going to fix him. Now this is totally, I'm making them bigger now because I messed up on them. So it's a little bit better. This is where a little sketch of something would come in handy. Okay, so I'm going to go with that, even though it's not perfect. And I'm going to highlight some little areas of them. His head's way too big, but that's okay. We'll just go with it for now. And just kind of add in a little bit of highlights to them. This is supposed to be a little wing right there. And then this is supposed to be a little wing right there. Let me see if I can fix him a little bit. I'm not happy with this. I hear somebody down here. Who is it? Who's coming in?
Me, Michael.
Hey, come in, Michael. I'm live right now.
Oh,
so
I can walk out.
No, you're good. Come on in. I told him that you were going to be part of our monthly subscription.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, all right. How's things going?
Well, I'm trying to paint this little lovebird scene right here. Can you see it?
I can. Looks good.
And it's going okay. Okay, now I'm gonna add some color to this painting. So we're gonna make a little bow up here first. So Michael is here, and Michael is gonna be a part of our Jinsden Art Tribe once a month, because Michael is a licensed professional counselor. Michael, say hello.
Hello, Michael.
So, we're going to talk about how art can really benefit you in a lot of ways mentally. Do you have anything you want to say, Michael?
Yeah, it goes back to having something that you can find peace in, something that you can find joy in. And once you find that peace and joy in something that you're doing, as long as it promotes who you are as a person, then it's something to repeat and repeat.
Absolutely. And that's what happened to me when I started painting. I realized that it was such a stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do it all the time. Like, even to the point, and Michael, you can attest to this, to where he was like, hey, I'm home from work, you know? Like, it's such a good place to go.
Right.
That it was something that I was enjoying so much that sometimes I was overdoing it.
Well, I think balance is a great thing.
Yeah.
And
I struggle with that.
Well, it takes practice to have balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just doesn't come naturally.
Yeah. So adding just this little component of a hobby into my life, which ended up becoming a full-time business, has been one of the best things that I could have ever done. And yeah, I think that's a great thing, because I catch myself now saying, okay, I have to go paint, because, you know, either things are going on or it's been a few days since I've had a chance to paint.
Before it's been a few days that you've invested in yourself.
Yeah,
So
and
look at it.
Yeah, and then I didn't get back to my, I guess this is my escape. You know? Mm-hmm. And so after a few days, I'm like, okay, I have to go paint. Cuz yeah, it's just it takes you somewhere else, and I just love it. And that's what I want to be able to share with y'all, is how much fun it is. And look, I have no right or wrong to this painting. I'm just, whatever I think I see that needs to happen, I'm just kind of going with it. So there's no right or wrong in this at all. So if ever you're thinking about painting, Jordan said, hey.
Hey, Jordan.
Are you watching me live?
Maybe.
No, I want you to, so that you can see the comments. Hey, Jordan, we miss you so much. If you were wondering, Jordan used to work for me when I first started my business, and when we lived in the same town. But things have changed. She has gone on and had babies, and we moved to Montana, and all of those good things. So, all right. I want to add a little bit more color. So I'm going to add you think I should add some leaves to it, or do you think it's good? What do y'all think? I'm thinking I'm going to add some, I don't know, like just a few, maybe like some leaves on the ends of these. It's looking pretty cute so far. I'm going for it. It's leave time. So anyway, that's my paint. Anyway, what?
It's just neat that you had to.
So yeah, if you could share this with people or spread the love. Look what I did to my jacket. Oh no. If you could spread the love and let people know of my launch to Jen's Den Art Tribe, you can join us once a week. We're going to be painting, and there will be a lot of fun, and I will give you tips and tricks on painting tutorials. It's going to be, okay, this is something that's really important. Is that Sugar? Sugar's playing with his foot.
No, she's attacking my foot.
We're going to be starting, this is not working. I need to change this up. We're going to be starting at $24 a month, and for that price, you will get a free membership to a Facebook group where everyone that is a member, the only people that will be a part will be the people who are members. They will be a part of a free Facebook group where you will share your paintings as we paint them. I will be doing lives in there for you guys. And it's basically an opportunity to socialize online and have that community of like-minded people where we share our paintings, but we also share our joys and our sorrows, and we encourage one another. And it's just something that I think is going to be a great addition to the whole group. It's actually going to be one of the main components of the group, because when you have that kind of community, it really lifts you up. So my sister came here and she painted, and she had never painted before, and she was just ecstatic about how good her painting ended up coming out. And she said something to Michael and I, and we were like, oh, that just touched our heart. She said, I felt so accomplished. Like, I had no idea I could do this. And it was a great feeling. You remember that, Michael?
I do.
It was a great feeling to be able to do this. And she was so proud. And I told her, I said, you know what? You can just leave your painting here and, I'll just put it up in my shop or whatever. She said, no. She said, I want to bring it home. And she flew all the way from Louisiana. She said, no, I want to bring it home with me. She said, we need to pack it up and I'm going to hang it in my office at work. And I was like, what? That just touched my heart so much that she wanted to do that with her painting. And so that's just one example of what this can do for you. So I'd like you to just keep that in mind. And again, share, let people know that I'm opening this subscription, please, so we can have some fun, and the more the merrier. And I think I'm almost done with my painting. What do y'all think? So it actually is easy if you just follow along. And it's for anybody who loves to paint. So I'm not going to put that many trees. What do you think, baby? Think it's almost done? I mean,
Well,
that many leaves. I think it looks pretty
yeah.
good. You have anything else to say?
I would tell you that don't just invest in this program because you want to just have some fun. I mean, that's part of it, but invest in it because I believe it can bless your soul and make you even a better person. So,
Amen. All right, guys. I'm going to just do a few more little leaves here. And then I am going to call it a night. All right, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
bye-bye.